Today, I want to talk about fueling for a long competition or race. This is a space that lots of athletes end up in because maybe they're playing a volleyball tournament, a basketball tournament, they have a track meet or a cross country meet. There's lots of different sporting activities that last all day long, which means they demand a lot of energy out of an athlete. So there's two things I really want you to think about when you are preparing and fueling for a long bout of activity the next day or over the course of a weekend. Number one is carbohydrate loading. It is really important that you are maxing out your carbohydrate stores in your muscles so that when you show up to your first game, your first competition, whatever that is, that you are well fueled. And one of the best ways that you can do this is by carbohydrate loading. And that means eating a little bit more carbohydrate at each of your meals and snacks the day or two before a big competition or a big race. So if you think about it like this, let's say your competition, your doubleheader baseball game or tournament or whatever race you have is going to be on a Saturday. Then I would say Thursday, start eating a little more carbohydrate at each meal and snack, all the way up until you get to Saturday. This is going to help maximize your stores. So like, for example, let's say you normally have a bagel and peanut butter and yogurt in the morning. Well, I'm going to say, let's have a bagel with peanut butter, yogurt, and a banana in the morning. Let's say you bring your lunch to school and you normally have a turkey and cheese sandwich with baked chips and string cheese and a yogurt parfait. I'm going to say, let's have all of that. And let's also add a side of pretzels or a side of granola or something like that. At dinner, that could be just as easy as eating some extra rice or extra pasta at a meal. So the goal is to try to maximize your carbohydrate stores, AKA fill up your gas tank to the very, very, very top so that when you start your competition, your tournament, or your race, you are well fueled. And you can do that by eating a little bit extra carbohydrate at each meal and snack the 24 to 48 hours before a big event. The second thing you want to remember is that early morning breakfast. I preach on breakfast a lot, but on a game day, competition day, tournament day, race day, you have got to eat to fuel your body. If you've done a good job of filling up your stores, then you're really just kind of topping it off the next morning. The key is eating foods that are really digestible to you, so pretty familiar, easy to digest, taste good, and that give your body a lot of energy. So that could be as simple as a bagel, peanut butter and honey with banana and a sports drink. That could be 2 slices of really thick toast with almond butter, apple slices, honey, and maybe you're pairing that with a yogurt parfait and a sports drink. If you're on the go, you could be grabbing beef jerky, a bag of trail mix, a banana, and some granola. Very easy to take with you and snack on as you're running out the door to your tournament or to your competition. Now, lots of athletes will tell me, well, I just don't have time to eat in the morning. I don't have time to eat before my game, or I'm running out the door. I'm not going to say you don't have time, but you can make time. And one of the ways that you can do that is by the night before, setting your alarm to wake up early and giving yourself time to eat. So be sure to set your alarm so that you have time to fuel and hydrate and allow that to digest before getting to your game, your tournament, your race, or your competition. You want to start this well fueled. If not, you're not going to be able to perform at the highest level. So set your alarm the night before so that you wake up in enough time to fuel your body with carbohydrate, protein, fruit, and fluid. Those are really the key ingredients to an early morning meal to help fuel a competition. So remember the 2 things. First, carbohydrate load. Eat extra carbohydrate at each meal and snack the 24 to 48 hours leading up to your tournament, your game, your competition, or your race. Then the night before, set your alarm. Set your alarm to give you enough time to wake up to fuel your body with a nutrient-rich meal that contains whole grain carbohydrate, lean protein, fruit, and plenty of fluid. If you'll do this, you are likely to feel a lot better in the morning. You're going to have more energy when you get to your warm-up, to your game, or to your competition. And ultimately, you're going to perform better because you've put the right amount of fuel in your tank. So carbohydrate load, set that alarm, and be sure to fuel up on the morning of a competition, tournament, or race.